What's going on, guys? It's Tagoar here, keeping it tanky in Raid Shadow Legends, and we are back in Faction Wars, this time for the Sylvan Watchers. Honestly, this is, aesthetically speaking, one of my favorite factions in the entire game. This is going to be the squad for this faction. We've got Cowlight, or Kilte, the Ash Arrow, however you want to say it, in the lead for the increased attack. We've got Mist Rider, we've got Kriya in the blue, we've got Grand Oak Padraig, and we have Owella. Honestly, we could probably trade out Owella for the second Padraig. So let's try that out today and see how that goes. We are going to, first, let's go over what everybody's doing. And then we are going to, starting from the top this time, go through each of the red bosses and look at how much damage we do. So Grand Oak Padraig coming in with cooldown reset on the A1. He's got a full team ally attack that removes all destroyed max HP, as well as placing continuous heals on all allies. He's got turn meter fill on the A3, 20% on all allies, then fully cleanses and places increased speed on all allies for 2 turns. He's got a passive that at the start of this champion's turn places a buff on each ally for 1 turn depending on their type. Increase attack for attack, increase defense for defense, increase accuracy for supports, which that's the only thing I don't like about his kit because he's a support and he doesn't need accuracy, so he's not helping himself out with his passive at all. HP-based champions, he gives them a shield equal to 30% of their HP. He's got Speed in Dungeons aura, which is why we're not using him for that today. I've got him awakened with Cruelty just to get that extra defense decrease. Hold up, click the link in the description right now to get a free Uugo as well as 2 more free epic champions as you level up. Here are the steps to get yours. Step 1. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. This is an amazing account start to Raid, so click the link and start now. We've got the Ash Arrow himself, just there for a bit of damage. He's got an A1 that places increased crit damage on himself for 2 turns. He's got an A2 that ignores unkillable block damage and 50% of the target's defense. He attacks 2 times with this skill, and if he kills someone, then he targets the enemy with the lowest HP using that skill again. He then has an AoE on the A3. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 10% and heals them by 10%. Up to 50%. And then if this attack kills an enemy, places unkillable on him for 1 turn. He's got a passive that basically makes him an Armand's counter. Whenever this champion's or an ally's turn meter is decreased, increases the damage of this champion's next attack by 20%, stacks up to 100%. And then on a 5-turn cooldown, whenever this champion's turn meter drops below 25% because of a turn meter reduction effect from an enemy, places block debuffs on this champion for 2 turns and grants them an extra turn. He buffs up his damage if he's subjected to turn meter reduction. Again, he's got 30% attack in all battles, and we have him awakened with Soul Reap just to try to get a little bit of extra kill secure out of him. Then we've got Cred in the blue. We're going to slap a Molten Death Bell on him to give him more turn meter. With the Molten Death Bell, you get turn meter every time you place a debuff. Occurs once per turn, and he places freeze on 2 out of 3 of his abilities. He's got a triple hitter A1 that places freeze at a 35% chance each hit, and then an A2 that attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 65% chance of placing a freeze. Even though it doesn't read very consistent, it plays very consistent. So you're getting a lot of freezes out there. Then on the A3, places increased speed on all allies for 2 turns and fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. More turn meter, more wins. And then on the passive, he fills turn meter by 5% for each freeze debuff placed by this champion. Very good passive. He places a lot of freezes, so he gets a lot of turn meter. We have him awakened 4-star Cruelty, again, just for more defense decrease. And then we have Mist Rider Dythe. This guy is a very competent debuffer and nuker. He's got an A1 that has a 60% chance of removing a buff, also has a 10% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. Everything in this champion's kit has a chance or will grant an extra turn. He's got AoE drop defense on the A2 that will grant an extra turn if drop defense is placed on all enemies. And then he self-buffs with increased attack and increased accuracy for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. He's got accuracy in all battles by 40, 3, and we have him awakened with Nature's Wrath just to try to get some more damage out of him. So yeah, that's the squad. Now we are going to go through all 3 of the red bosses with this team and show you how well it performs. It should be a very easy team. I know that 3 of these champions are legendaries, so there's only so accessible that it can be. This is just the team that I use. Padraig was a guaranteed champion a while back, so maybe some of y'all have him. And look at that. All those extra turns that Mist Rider gets, he puts out a lot of damage, as well as, again, a lot of utility because he buff strips and does drop defense. So he is very, very good. Ash Arrow coming in there with a little bit of damage as well as unkillable. And then the Padraigs keep us moving, keep us taken care of, but Difey putting in the work. Cryoden didn't even need to take a turn. All right, so that's the first boss. Let's go on to the second. See if we can make mincemeat of them just as quickly. Oella is a very good option, so if you have her, please use her. She is a very strong champion. Mist Rider coming in again with all those extra turns. And then, yeah, with Cryoden's crowd control on top, we don't have to worry about taking any damage whatsoever on the waves. And boom, there's that A2 from the Ash Arrow himself, securing a kill and then knocking down another enemy to half health. Mist Rider is definitely the unexpected MVP of this team. He was a recent pull, so I haven't got to play with him very much. So that's why even I'm kind of surprised at how much he's getting done. But there's a reason he's regaled as one of the best Sylvans out there. So we're just gonna keep on chipping away at everybody. Try to get that ally taken care of, or at least crowd controlled. But she's dead, so that works too. Mist Rider does so much. It is so nice. So then we can get Cryoden to freeze him. Perfect. So now we can focus the boss. Padraig gonna keep us cleansed. Mist Rider, so much work. I love that champion. He's a very, very, very good champion. If you have him, book him, build him, give him the works, because he is worth it. He is absolutely worth it. All right, so now the boss has used the revive, and that means that we can just hammer away. Won't be long now. If you have ally attack is one of the strongest things that you can bring into Faction Wars, because yeah, it's just that strong. Cryoden keeping the ads controlled, and boom, boss number 2 down. Easy. I don't think anybody took a hit. So then we come down to the stage 21 boss. Now this might take a while. We'll just kind of see how it goes here, because these enemies are a lot tankier. See, even with affinity issues, Cryoden does a lot of work as far as the crowd control is concerned. He is such a good champion, and it makes me sad because this is actually like the 3rd or 4th Cryoden that I've pulled. I fed one of mine a long time ago to 6-star somebody. I can't even remember who it was, but it was somebody who was not worth it. I can tell you that for certain. If you are watching this and you are new to the game, do not feed your epics, period. There are plenty of content creators who believe that's okay. It is not. Until your faction guardians are full and you have a +4 copy, do not feed an epic. It's just not a good idea. It's something that is far too easy to regret. All right, so this is looking like it's going to take a while, so we'll just come back to the boss. Alrighty, guys, we are coming up on the boss now, and we're only at 3.5 minutes, so we're not doing too bad unless this boss just takes absolutely forever. We are going to set a new personal best on our time for this boss here. It is worth noting that you need to be aware with this boss that he will gain turn meter whenever he takes damage. We lost Cryoden. Luckily, we don't have to 3-star it anymore. I will say that's one thing that I am lacking for this faction is a good reviver, but Oella, the champion that I had in here before, is an excellent healer, so I don't know, perhaps I should have left her in. Do not try this. I doubt you will be able to 3-star this boss without a reviver of some kind, just because of the type that he is. Crap, we might actually lose this. Can the 2 Padraigs clean it up by themselves? Maybe. Well, not if we can't get some healing going on. Uh-oh. I don't think we're going to win it. That sucks. This boss just does so much damage. All right, well, we lost that one, so we'll rip out the second Padraig and Oella back in and see if it goes better. Maybe it will. I'll come back to you guys at the boss. All right, we are back at the boss again for the second time. Let's see if we can get it this time. We have Oella built in a Relentless set as well as an Immortal set to try and keep her healed up, as well as going through her kit as quickly as possible. She does a lot of healing, a lot of turn meter fill, and she also has decreased speed on the A1 at 100% land rate. So she is a very, very powerful champion and one that I love using. And there went the Ash Arrow on the first strike. This boss is no joke. And there went Mist Rider. I will say that's the other good thing about Oella. On her passive, she provides continuous heals when allies take damage equal to or greater than 15% of their max HP. So she does a lot of healing, which is really good because we really need it. I forgot just how much damage this boss dealt. Look at that. But I think we're going to beat it this time. We lost Ash Arrow, but it is what it is. I'm curious what you guys use for this faction. I know a lot of people use Myceliac Priest Ornn. I would if I had him built. Again, a relatively new addition to the account. And with my first Void Legendary and first Mythical being the highest priority, I haven't really had time to devote to my epics for a while. So we'll get to them eventually and maybe we'll do this again. This team really works. It's effective. So I'm proud of it. Let me know if this is a team that you guys could actually benefit from. Mist Rider, just an epic belt to debuff, and he's almost catching up to the Ash Arrow, an arena nuker. So let me know what you guys think of this squad. Did it help you out in your faction wars? Did it give you some ideas? Are you going to give me ideas? I don't know. Let's find out together in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And with that, I've been Kurodor. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tanky.